This video is sponsored by OneFootball. If you need a new football app on your phone, OneFootball is the place to go. You can select Celtic as your favourite team, and that'll give you all the latest Celtic news, transfer speculation, fixtures, and even live match updates if for any reason you can't make or watch a game. You can also add widgets to your home screen to keep up to date with Celtic's next fixture, who it's against, what the kick-off time is, all that stuff. And you can track leagues from across the world, league tables, top goal scorers, you name it, you'll find it all there on the OneFootball app. You can download it by clicking the link in the description of this video. It's free, absolutely free, wherever you get your apps on your phone. And it's a great way to support Celtic Fans TV. So if you haven't downloaded it already, please click the link below and get involved. Yes, folks, welcome back. We are back with another starting 11 prediction, this time for tomorrow's League Cup tie in Dingwall against Ross County. It's obviously only been about 3 weeks since we last played them up there. It was a 3-1 victory, but we had to be patient and wait for late goals from Moritz Jens and Liel Abada to seal it. So you would expect a tough game. It always is when we go and play Ross County in Dingwall. It's rarely easy, but we could not be in better form going into it off the back of that record-breaking away league victory at Tannadice, 9-0 on Sunday. What a breathtaking performance. The way the team is playing just now going forward is as good as any football I've seen from a Celtic team. Some of that attacking play, you can see the patterns in it. They're so consistent. The aggressive forward runs from the midfielders, the balls into the channels in between right backs and centre halves, cutting teams open at will, and scoring goals that look like they should only be scored on the training ground because the team has been drilled and how to attack in this style, and they're doing it to devastating effect right now. So we are in good shape. I do expect this to be a game though where the manager starts to introduce a bit more rotation than we've seen so far this season. It was really interesting to hear Ange talk in that interview with Open Goal today about how they've used this 8-week period to almost be like an 8-week pre-season. Even though the season is underway, they wanted to use the one game per week that they had in the first 4 weeks of the season properly to get up to speed, to get the squad to where it needs to be for the Champions League starting. And this is the first midweek game we've had so far this season, so I do think we'll see a little bit of rotation because we've got two massive games coming up with Rangers on Saturday and then the champions of Europe, Real Madrid, next Tuesday. So it will be really interesting to see how many changes the manager makes. Before we get to the team, Martin attended the press conference with Hakšabanović yesterday. Here is what he asked, and here is what Hakšabanović had to say.
Good. Welcome to Celtic.
Thank you.
Just wanted to ask, the manager talks about how keen you were to join the club. I just wondered what was the main attraction of Celtic? What was it that made you so keen to come and join us?
There's a lot of things, like you know the supporters, Champions League, and the way we play. I think that it suits me, so I'm very happy to be here.
Good. Looking forward to watching you play.
Thank you. Cheers.
So there you go. Great to hear from Celtic's latest signing, and it'll be interesting to see if we do get one more in between now and the end of the window. Only a couple of days left. Maybe some outgoings as well. There's maybe some fringe players there that the club are maybe still looking to move on, but I think the bulk of the business is done, and there's no doubt we're in a much stronger place than we were at the beginning of the window. We got the big signings in Carter Vickers and Jota, but we also strengthened the squad and gave it much needed depth that we didn't have last season. So let's get to that starting lineup then. In goals, I think we will see a change for this game tomorrow. I just think Hart, off the back of that knock that he took from Stephen Fletcher on Sunday, I'm surprised the medical advice let him continue. Actually, it was quite a big cut. A lot of blood, he had to get it stitched up. Sailed through the rest of the game absolutely fine, right enough, but I just think with these big games coming up, there's good opportunity to give Seagrest his first competitive start for Celtic, and I think that's what will happen tomorrow. At right back, I expect Anthony Ralston to get some minutes. I think he'll start there. Juranovic on the score sheet at the weekend. Started the game quite sloppily, though, gave the ball away a couple of times, but great to see him get a goal. I think Ralston is due some game time based on his performances last season. I think the manager will want to give him that game time, and I think tomorrow's a perfect opportunity to do that. At centre half, I think Carter Vickers will play. He was almost a constant throughout all of last season, so I think he will be one of the regular starters that starts this game as well. Starfelt did come back in on Sunday. I thought it would happen the week before. It did happen at Tannadice. I think the starting pair for Rangers and for Real Madrid will be Carter Vickers and Starfelt, but I think for this game, Jens will come back in to start. I think it will be Greg Taylor at left back. The midfield is one area of the pitch that I don't think we'll see too much change in. I thought it was brilliant the other day. I thought Hatate was a standout. McGregor was his consistent, usual self. Matt O'Reilly was superb as well. I think those three are functioning really, really well. We might see Moy get a start. That'd be his first competitive start as well. Maybe allow McGregor to move up one. As I say, I do think there'll be a good few changes, but I don't think we'll change the full team. I don't think it's a game where we can afford to do that, because as I say, you expect it to be tough, and Ross County will make it difficult for us, so we don't have the luxury to change 10 or 11 players. But I think the midfield will stay the same, so that'll be McGregor, Hatate and O'Reilly in front of him. The front three on Sunday were absolutely superb. Abada gets his place back in the starting 11, bags a hat-trick, gets 1 or 2 assists as well. Jota gets his goal, one assist that I can remember, but 2 or 3 beautiful passes in the build-up to goals as well. And Kyogo obviously gets his hat-trick, we'll come to him in a minute, but the three of them were just absolutely superb. I do think this is a game where we might see 1 or 2 of them rested though, because those games coming up are going to be so demanding physically and emotionally for the players. So I think it's a good opportunity to give the likes of Jota a rest. I think Abada will start on the right hand side. I think Maeda will come back into the team and start on the left, and I think Giakoumakis will play through the middle. Giakoumakis wasn't in the squad on Sunday. I think Ange said he was just a bit unwell. He expected him to be back for Wednesday night, and if he is fit, I expect him to start, and I think Kyogo and Jota will start this game on the bench. As I say, I just think it's a good opportunity to give Kyogo and Jota a rest, as well as Hart and Juranovic. Starfelt further back the pitch. Give them a rest, because we've got 2 absolutely massive games coming up that are going to be so taxing. As I say, tactically, physically, mentally, these games against Rangers and Real Madrid in such close succession are going to be very, very demanding. So I think that is the changes that we'll see. It'll be good to see Giakoumakis get a start. I think he'll be desperate to make his mark, as he always is. Kyogo in brilliant form. What a hat-trick he scored. I add that in with the hat-tricks we've seen at Tannadice over the years. I put this on Twitter. The Bellamy hat-trick, the Nakamura hat-trick up at Tannadice. That was right up there. His first goal was beautiful. Perfectly executed on the counter-attack from a Dundee United goal kick. The second one that he takes first time for 20-25 yards out is just top class. And then he does that really clever thing again where he's sort of lingering in an offside position, but not involved in that phase of the game, and then he's in a perfect position to finish the tap-in when Abada picks him out with the cross. Excellent, but I think Giakoumakis will start in this game, and the manager's got that depth now, as I say, with the signings we've made this summer. He's got that depth to rotate the team. I think this is a good opportunity to do it ahead of what is 2 of the biggest games that we'll play this season in the next 7 days. So there you go, that's the lineup I think the manager will go with tomorrow in Dingwall. You can let me know what your lineup would be in the comments below. Like this video, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll be back tomorrow with the full-time reaction as normal. Cheers.